All right. Right. I'm going to try and do this, a little interlude before or after I've bashed. So I have just done a speed run with Blackout and with Spider. So I just wanted to run you through what I've learnt and what I've changed on the car. So we got 81 mile an hour, you'll see in the footage on the first run, and 78 on the second run. What have I changed? I put the 0 degree hinge pin from Custom RC Upgrades, Elliott Custom RC Upgrades in the rear, which basically makes the rear wheels completely straight and in line with the car. So no toe-in angle at all. What does that mean in real world? Well, that means that the acceleration was clearly a lot faster than I'm used to driving. So that's a plus. She was a bit more squirrely, so it took more driving to line her up and keep her straight. But once she was going, she was good. But the speed, there's clearly an increase in possible speed generation by having this rear end straightened up. I also swapped the car to a 30-tooth pinion gear and a 29-tooth spur, and that is, I think, too much for the motor, but I'm not sure. I'm going to ask you guys, the community. So I was only running on 5S. I'm using these Overlander 80C 5000 milliamp hour 5S batteries, and I have to say they are brilliant. There was next to no heat generated this here or in the cables, or really in the ESC. The motor wasn't too hot either, not hot, maybe 50 degrees, but what I was seeing was a real like pulsing on the top end from the motor. So I think that maybe there is an issue with the gearing, and that I need to look at either reducing the pinion gear to a 28 tooth, or maybe you guys can answer me. Is it because I'm only using 5S? This is an 8S system. Could I go up with the voltage? And this is an 80C battery, so it's delivering a lot of discharge, 140C bursts. I've got some nice, really pokey 4S batteries. I can go up to 8S. Will the extra voltage make a difference to the motor and the pulsing that I'm feeling? I've got a ripple killer cat pack in there, and I am getting ripples big time. So if someone can help me out, that would be really cool. Apart from that, what else am I using? Just to let you guys know, Fly Sky really tested the range today. I've not stood in that place on the driveway before. Amazing, really amazing. No issues there at all whatsoever. So that's it for Blackout. I will grab Spider now and do my little ditty on Spider. Peace. All right. Right, we're here with the Blackout, and it's on. And I'm going to set the GPS to peak speed and to 0. I don't know if you guys can see that. 0 mph. So we're on the driveway and we're on 5S, but I've changed the gearing. I've changed the gearing to a more aggressive 29 tooth spur and 30 tooth pinion from a 24 tooth pinion and a 34 tooth spur. On 5S, same driveway. I'm stood in a slightly different position. Okay, so I can try and make the most. Just warming the tyres up first run. Definitely pulling to the right. I don't know why that's happening. Just checking that my radio can go all the way down to that distance, and it can. I'm having troubles with steering though.
Yeah. always crashing into.
Oh, thanks, Phoebe. Right. What is going on with this steering?
Can I stroke it? Can I stroke it, Daddy? Can I stroke it? Daddy, can I stroke it?
Yeah, you can. Right, mind out the way.
What is she? What is she's name?
Blackout.
Wow, Blackout. Yeah, she's super fast.
Let's bring it back up, Phoebe. Don't touch my hand whilst I'm driving at really fast speed, huh? Gave it a little squirt then, not much. Phoebes, you need to stay back behind me and don't touch me whilst I'm driving because it's really difficult.
Daddy?
Yeah?
Um,
Say what you need to say now before I start the run.
Daddy, Mommy told me that's a cheeky bird, and you said hello, hello, and the cheeky bird said back.
Yeah, it did. It did. A cheeky parrot. Right, let's go. My goodness, I gave it a good kick in the guts then.
And that is the kingbirds that I copied. That's the kingbirds that I copied. Daddy, that's the kingbirds.
Okay, yeah. Let's check GPS.
Can I just find Mommy?
Yeah, go for it. So what are we looking at speed-wise? I'm not sure. 78. Oh, 78 again. 78 miles an hour. That's weird. That's the PB on this road for this. Well, that's the PB for the car, full stop. Doesn't seem to be as planted. It is still pulling right, so I'm going to try and sort that out. Going to start further back this time. Trying to use more of the road. Right, I need to check engine temps because that's the motor. Definitely surging for some reason. Right at the top, it's not happy at all. Maybe the gearing is just too much for it. Need to move down to a 28 tooth pinion. The motor is warm, but not crazy hot. But something is happening on the top end. Cat pack is plugged in. 81 mile an hour. So that was a little bit faster. 81 mile an hour, but it's surging. It's not putting. Something going wrong at the top end. I don't know what it is. It's not happy. It's sort of going like it's an overload of something somewhere. So anyway, 81 mile an hour on Blackout. I'm going to check a few things over and see if we can run again. Peace. Okay, I've got them.
I'll put your
So just resetting the GPS, guys. Peak speed is at 0. Second run with Blackout, same battery, 5S. The issue that I'm having is that I'm getting some pulsing on the motor at the top end. I think I've overgeared it with a big 30-tooth pinion and a 34-tooth spur. Sorry, 29-tooth spur. I just think that's too much for this car. So never mind. We'll get it set up. I'll try and get it up to speed a little bit more gently than I was doing before. Try and avoid hitting my wife, and we'll go from there. Also standing in a different position to see if that gives me the confidence to go faster. The road is narrow as you like, and also the zero. I've fitted the car with the 0-degree rear hinge pins. What does that mean? That means that it's a little bit more sketchy. It takes more driving to keep it in a straight line, which is interesting, and it also affects the steering sub-trim, which I think I might have got right now. So we'll see if we can give this a decent go. Car coming! No. It's overgeared. It's overgeared. I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to damage the motor. We'll go back and see what the GPS says. But I'm not going to push it any harder than that. Yeah. Yeah, sure. I'm going back up there now. It's not happy with that gearing. The motor's going. So either it's asking too much of the Castle ESC. I don't see how that can be because I've got an 8S cat pack in there, although I'm only running 5S. Maybe it just needs more volts. Maybe I should try it before I change it. Try it on 8S. Can you guys let me know whether you think that moving up to a higher voltage from 5S is going to do the motor any favours and help it hold this gearing on the top end? That would be super helpful. I don't know whether it will or it won't. I guess it would be able to draw more power. I got a really high quality 5S battery in there, so I know that isn't the case. 78 mile an hour, we're stuck at 78, guys, which ain't a bad place to be on 5S, but I would expect more than that. 78. Never mind. Peace.